clean out the fridge. Happy Friday, friends. Today we are gonna start a little bit of a weekend kitchen project where we are gonna clean out the fridge, we're gonna clean out the pantry. I say start because we got a lot of work to do. This might span 2 days. Like I said, it is Friday today. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really don't feel like doing this today, but sometimes self-care means doing things you don't necessarily like want to do, but you know it makes sense and it's your best interest. We usually go grocery shopping on Saturdays, so I had 2 options. I feel like it just makes the most sense to clean out your fridge like the day before you go grocery shopping, so it's at its emptiest and you have less to actually go through, less to move when you're cleaning. So I could either start it today or switch grocery shopping to Sunday, and I have a pretty flexible day today, so we are getting it done today. We're gonna start with the fridge and then we'll see if we get to the pantry. The pantry is gonna be, I think, a bigger lift, so that one we might leave till tomorrow, TBD. If you are new here, hello, my name is Colleen. I am a non-diet registered dietitian, and I'm here to help teach and show you what it actually looks like to live a life with no food rules. To ditch dieting and overwhelming wellness culture once and for all and make taking care of yourself way easier and more simple. So we're cleaning out our fridges for a couple of reasons. The first one is that I do firmly believe that like physical clutter creates mental clutter, and when we feel overwhelmed and stressed, it really does impact our ability to be able to listen to our body, to make choices that make us feel good. So that's the first thing. We're also going to use this to gain some insights into our eating patterns, our spending behaviors, and to be able to eat more intuitively. And to prevent food waste, get a little creative by using some of the things that we have on hand. It's gonna be a fun time. So I'm gonna walk you guys through the steps as I do this. The first step is going to be to take everything out. So then we can go through it and assess what needs to go, what's expired, what do we have to use up. This is why you wanna do it before, ideally, I think the day before you go grocery shopping when your fridge is at its emptiest. Okay, let's empty it. It's already pretty gross in there. You know how you think like, oh, we don't have any food in the house? Yeah, well, this is gonna make you realize you do have a lot of food in the house. Just might not be what you're wanting to eat. Oh boy. Okay, I genuinely don't remember when we used this pizza sauce, so I'm a little nervous to open it. Do you guys ever have it where it's like an acidic sauce like this, or like tomato sauce, and then you open it and it's just like, because of like the acid? Let's see if it does it. I don't even know if I can open this. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it's a little funky. That's not as bad as I was expecting. I will say, to my credit, I think it was last week, there was a couple jars that like, we had like an Alfredo, you guys, this might be gross, but like, it was like water. Like, I don't know what happened to it. It was so old, but not too bad. So now I'm gonna do the same thing with the freezer, take everything out. And I'm gonna have to have my husband help me move the fridge. Our fridge is like sunk back and I actually can't like open the doors all the way to clean them. That one specifically until we move it. So we're gonna go ask for a little help. Theo had to go potty. It is so nice out today. I feel like I'm already like tuning into some different things about our eating habits. I say "are" because I feel confident in speaking for both myself and my husband. I think I'm gonna save like all of my ideas because I have a couple like really good ideas based on what I'm kind of finding about our eating habits. But I'm gonna save those and all of my thoughts to the end. But Theo, are you done, bud? Come on, let's go inside. Come on. There we go. Okay, we are now going to clean, and the way that I'm going to do it, I'm gonna first vacuum it out because it is disgusting. There's so many crumbs. And then I'm going to use a mixture of vinegar and water and probably a little bit of essential oil. And then I'm gonna go over it with, I have this Lemon Meyer cleaning stuff. Clean Day, this stuff. Grab my gloves and get scrubbing. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna have the courage to show you guys this, but I'm going to film it. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. You might think I am so gross for this being gross, and you'd be correct. You would be correct. I left this in here because we need a little bit of an energy boost. They sent these to me, so let's crack one open and give it a try, actually. If this doesn't require a little extra energy, I don't know what does. This is a really funky angle. Hello. I'll pick you up, hang on. Okay. That's really, like, I just spit everywhere. That's really good. That's really good. Highly recommend that flavor, guys. I do also like this one, the shaved ice one. They sent me some of those too. I also have the Orange Kiss one. Not necessarily my favorite. I think the sherbet one is my favorite. Okay, clean. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be worth it. Small, tiny little bit, like what the heck? Small, tiny little bit of ice cream. Theodore, I think someone deserves to finish it off. You're welcome. Okay, so I have my water and vinegar in here, and then I am using just some lemon essential oils here. And this is just for smell. It's not for anything special, but that was probably a lot. And then I'm gonna use my Scrub Daddy. I'm obsessed with these. Did you know you can put these in the dishwasher, guys? But we're gonna use that and scrub it up. Losing steam, friends. We are at an hour and 14 minutes right now. I'm pretty much done. I think I'm just going to, it's all clean. Not too bad. So we're just gonna put everything back and take a break. Okay, we are done. I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot more work than I expected it to be, but I do think it was going to be worth it. I'm glad I did it. Our fridge is pretty still freaking bare, but that's good. It looks so much better. Oh my Lanta. So tomorrow I will do the pantry. I do want to go to, when we go grocery shopping, to Target, because we don't really have good organization for our freezer. I do think like cleaning and organizing, two separate things, you guys, two separate things. I was using these bins for our freezer, but Target has really great, just like affordable like organization bins. So I'm gonna see what they have there. But one tip that I do have is take a picture of how you have your fridge laid out. I mean, I think I technically did on my phone. I probably could have looked back at the video, but that was probably honestly what took me the longest. Also, I think you could do this way faster than I did if you kind of didn't like stop to take clips and stuff, but I'm really happy that's done. I do also think it's one of those things that like I haven't done this in, some parts of our fridge are falling off. I haven't done this in, gosh, I don't even know how long. If I were to make sure to do it more often, I don't think it'd be as big of a deal. Okay friends, happy Saturday. We just got back from running our errands, grocery shopping, and we went to Target. So I'll show you some of the stuff that I got from Target for organizing. I got a couple things to show you. Let me set you down. I also got a dill pickle salad kit. I've never had this one. I've had a dill pickle one, but I think it was like Taylor Farms. I haven't had this Tabitha Brown one. Got that for lunch. And then we'll do a little taste test. This is like a theme of this video. Colleen, in order to clean, needs some beverages. So this is a strawberry vanilla sparkling water. Let's give it a go. This is what it is. Don't fizz. I got it all over me. I don't like it. It's really not that flavorful. Aldi ones and Walmart ones are way better. Probably gonna give this to my husband. I don't really like it. Anywho, I'm going to tackle the pantry today. I don't think it's gonna be as difficult to do as the fridge was. Let me tell you what, guys, every time I open that fridge, I'm like, oh, this feels so good that it's clean. But I do kind of think there's gonna be more food waste potentially. I just feel like it's easier to have like boxes and like half finished things. And that's one thing that I noticed as I was doing this little clean out is that we will get things, and if we don't make a point to use it, like things like snacks or like half jars of pasta, it's not that we intentionally intentionally don't eat it, we just forget about it. So I got this bin, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna label it. I'm gonna put it right on the top of I'm gonna reorganize our pantry, and this is gonna be a use first bin. So this is like all of like the kind of like, we're getting to the end of like snacks. Like when you need a snack, like go to this bin first and see if there's anything. I'm excited about that. So I'll keep you posted on that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for the fridge for like sauces and stuff, things that like aren't staples, but that you buy for like a recipe. So I'm thinking like pizza sauce. Like I wouldn't say that's something like I use all the time, and it is something that can go bad that you have to kind of like intentionally use. So this is gonna be our use first bin for the fridge. These are super affordable. I went to Dollar Tree too, but those are what I ended up with. And then this just kind of came about at the same time that I'm doing this clean out. So I got new pots and pans sent to me from Caraway. They match our, like, how perfect is that, you guys? How perfect is that? I'll keep you posted on how I like them, but so far I like the organization better. And so we have a bunch of space here. So I got, let me turn you around and show you. So I got this is like a drawer, like these are drawers. So I'm gonna put this next to that. And then up top we had these bins that we have. I'll show you, but yeah, so we're gonna do that later, but we are gonna now tackle the pantry. Hello friends, welcome to Wednesday. It is a few days later, and we're starting the morning off with a few little doses of dopamine here. So we've got our pretzel cup, you know I'm obsessed with it. We've got our, I call both of these my dopamine dishware. Dopamine, that feel-good chemical that just gives you like a little boost in your mood. This definitely does that. Got my plate here, got this on like clearance at Walmart. This one is from Kohl's. And then I always put not always, I'm not perfect with it, but I try most days to put a little wax melt scent in there just to give myself a little bit of a boost there. Still on my cottage cheese toast grind. We're gonna do our morning routine here, another little dose of dopamine. Fun fact, if you have habits or goals that you are working on, trying to incorporate into your daily life, checking them off actually gives your brain a boost of dopamine, ties that dopamine, that feel-good brain chemical, to that task, so you want to do it more often. So let's check a couple things off and give ourselves a little bit of a dopamine boost here in that sense. So got my water here. We're gonna finish it. There was just like that like strange amount left. And it's like, do I chug it? Do I just leave it? But if I leave it, I know I'm not gonna drink it, so got that done. So we are going to check our few things off here. So we took our meds this morning. I have drink water bottles as 2, so we have 1. We're gonna do another one in the afternoon, so we're not gonna check that off yet. Let's do our quote of the day, friends. That is, let's find out. Find success in failure. Our business in this world is not to succeed, but to continue to fail in good spirits. Love that. You guys know I say this all the time. Nothing is a failure, nothing is bad, nothing is wrong. That is a learning experience. Everything is a chance to learn and grow, and we're just gonna take that mindset with us throughout the day, right? Yes, we surely are. And the last thing we're gonna do, I kept this in my daily habit stack. Since last week, I was really loving it, and I was like, we're not gonna change it. I think I might change it up next week, so stay tuned for what we do that, but we're gonna do a little bit of body gratitude here. I added a ton more to the app yesterday. Let's do this one. Social media skewed. Social media can shape how we see ourselves. What types of content or accounts make you feel better in your body? What's one small change you could make to your feed today? Reflect on it and then go do it. Okay, so let's do it. To be honest, you guys, like, I I feel like what you'd think of for that would be, oh, a person who's super confident that gives like confident tips. But to be completely honest with you, it's accounts that make me think less about my body. Like funny dog accounts or like beagle accounts. And I think that's like an important thing to, I think, recognize. I think sometimes when we focus on how do I feel neutral about my body? How do I feel positive about my body? Sometimes I feel like that still just makes us hyper focus on our bodies. And I personally think I feel the best in my body when I'm not thinking about my body. So that's my answer to that. Maybe we'll after this go and just do a little bit of a scroll or see some funny dog accounts. Self-care cup is filling up. Got a little dopamine hit from checking those things off. Makes me want to do them even more. Love it. I was thinking about talking about that in the next video, dopamine snacking or dopamine eating and how to kind of go about that, because food is a huge source of dopamine for a lot of people. So let me know if you think that would be interesting to chat about. On the docket for today, to be completely honest, I don't know, which rarely happens to this type A girly pop. We are gonna see how the day takes us. Maybe we will start planning that dopamine video. I feel like it's a topic that I could 100% nerd out about, like actual, like how the brain chemicals work and how they interact with each other. So maybe we'll let ourselves go down a little bit of a rabbit hole today. But I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope it encouraged you to clean out your fridge, clean out your pantry. Let me tell you, it is Wednesday today, and every time I open that, I'm still like, oh my gosh, this feels so good. The use first bins that I made for each of the pantry and the fridge have been so helpful. We've actually gotten through and finished off boxes of things just from having that. So I'm really happy that I actually organized everything differently, threw out the usual advice of put the things you use most at eye level. I actually can't remember if I told you guys I did that. Honestly, got so fatigued from cleaning and doing everything for like 3 days straight, but I reorganized everything. I talked about this on the podcast, so I can link that in the description below. But essentially, I put everything that we don't often finish, or like we get just kind of like boxes of cereal is something that I put on the main shelf, because we tend to get to like a quarter of a box, we don't finish it. It's eye level, we'll use that first, prevent food waste, and then I'm more likely to go out of the way for the things that I use on a daily basis. Clean out your fridge, friends. Very helpful. And I'll link that episode. I did also round up your tips. You guys had some really good ones, so I rounded up your tips and put them in the episode too. But I think we are going to finish our toast here for the morning. Made this in my last video. You can also find all the recipes that I make in my app. Just search for something in the recipe index and it'll come up. If you don't have it downloaded, it'll be linked in the description. You can do a free 7-day trial, recipes, create yourself a little daily habit self-care, get that dopamine as you reflect on it and check it off throughout the day. But thank you so much for tuning in for another video, friends. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video is uploaded, and leave a comment with your thoughts and let me know, hello, I watched the video, and let me know what your thoughts on the dopamine topic. Maybe it's just a me thing that's interested in it. But with that, guys, I will see you in the next video. See you later.